Okay, let's just talk about it. There is a ton of anxiety out there right now about AI and our jobs. You've probably felt it. Is my career safe? Am I going to be replaced by some algorithm? And look, those are real concerns. But today, we're going to cut right through all that noise. We're going to look at the real data, hear from the people who are actually shaping this stuff, and build a concrete strategy so you can not just survive this shift, but actually come out on top. Let's get into it. So here's our roadmap. First, we'll tackle that feeling, the great unease, and figure out why it's so widespread. Then, we'll get into what AI is really doing, not an apocalypse, but a great reshuffling. From there, we'll zero in on the human skills that are suddenly more valuable than ever. We'll crack open the new hiring playbook, and then we'll wrap it all up with a simple, actionable plan to future-proof your career. So let's start with Section 1, white-collar anxiety. You know, if you're in a professional job and you're feeling a little on edge these days, you are so not alone. There's this tangible shift happening, and we really need to understand what's at the heart of it. I mean, this is the question, isn't it? This is the one that's probably keeping a lot of people up at night. For generations, the deal was get a degree, get a good desk job, and you're set. That was the path. But right now, for a lot of us, that foundation feels, well, like it's starting to shake a little. And this isn't just a vibe, it's a measurable drop in confidence. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York actually put a number on it. But here's the truly wild part. For the first time, college-educated workers are feeling less confident about finding a new job than workers with less education. Think about that. That's a total flip of the script. In this quote from Sarah Rand, man, it just puts a human face on those statistics. She had a six-figure job, got laid off, and suddenly found herself in a job market that felt completely foreign. She talks about sending out great applications that just disappear, and how every job posting looks like 3 jobs squished into one. It's a feeling that really resonates right now.
Now check out this chart, because it tells a really interesting story. This pressure isn't hitting everyone the same way. Data from Indeed shows that fields like software development and marketing have seen a huge drop in openings compared to before the pandemic. But healthcare, a job that's all about direct human-to-human interaction, it's held steady. That's not a coincidence.
So we've seen the anxiety, we see the numbers, but what's really driving all this? Well, that brings us to Section 2. And the key here is to stop thinking about AI as a job killer. That's not the whole story. It's much more subtle and, honestly, much bigger than that. It's a massive reorganization of what we do all day. You can't really get more direct than this. This is Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Chase, one of the biggest banks in the world. He is not sugarcoating it. He's on record, clear as day, saying that AI is absolutely going to make some jobs redundant. And, we have to face that reality head on. But, and this is the really critical part that people miss, Dimon doesn't predict this big overnight job apocalypse. He calls it a steady chipping away. It's not about your entire profession disappearing tomorrow. It's about certain tasks within your job getting automated. And that distinction, that changes everything. Because a gradual process gives us time to adapt, to learn, and to refocus on what humans do best. This right here, this slide is at the heart of this entire conversation. On the left, you've got the stuff AI is getting really good at. The routine, predictable work. But on the right, that's where the magic happens. Those are the messy, nuanced, deeply human skills that AI just can't replicate. And here's the secret. The more the stuff on the left gets automated, the more valuable, the more essential the skills on the right become. Your value isn't in doing the tasks on the left anymore, it's in mastering the skills on the right. Which is the perfect segue to Section 3. Let's really lean into that right-hand column. This is the good news. This is the optimistic part of the story. This is where you can build what they call a career moat, something so valuable that no algorithm can touch it. These are the new power skills. Let's make them real. Critical thinking. That's not just about being smart. It's about being the person who looks at a perfectly written report from an AI and says, wait a minute, does this actually make sense in the real world? Or emotional intelligence, navigating the tricky currents of a tense client meeting. Or using your own judgment when the data is fuzzy and the stakes are super high. Machines can't do that. And let's just double-click on communication for a second, because it's so much more than just being a good speaker. Sure, an AI can draft a perfect email. So what? Can it sit across from a client, see the hesitation in their eyes, read the room, and ask that one perfect follow-up question that changes everything? No way. That dynamic, real-time connection, that is a massive human advantage.
All right, section 4. So you're working on these human skills, which is awesome, but how do you make sure the right people actually see it? Because the way companies find talent is being turned upside down by the very same AI that's changing our jobs. This one idea right here is probably the biggest change of all, according to the CMO of Indeed. It used to be all about the job search, but now it's about talent sourcing. Companies aren't just posting a job and waiting for you to apply anymore. They're actively hunting for people with the right skills, whether you're looking for a new job or not. The difference is just huge. The old way was reactive, right? You'd search for jobs, you'd stuff your resume with keywords, you'd apply. The new way is all about being discoverable. It's not just about your resume anymore. It's about your full profile. The way you talk about your soft skills, your goals, that matters more than ever because AI-powered recruiters are literally searching for you 24/7.
So here's the game plan. How do you make yourself easy to find? First, go beyond the resume. Your resume is about your past, but your full profile should be about your future. Use those About Me sections to show off those human skills we talked about. Your curiosity, your problem-solving style, how you adapt. Show them who you are, not just what you've done. And that brings us to our final section, where we put it all together. We've talked about the anxiety, we've understood the great reshuffling, we've identified the key skills, and we've cracked the new hiring code. Now let's boil it all down into a simple, powerful strategy you can use. Okay, this is it. This is your game plan. Number 1, build out your full profile. Make your human skills and your goals impossible to ignore. 2, actively work on those skills. Don't just list them, practice them. Take on that difficult project, volunteer to lead a tough meeting, ask for feedback. And 3, change your mindset. Stop thinking about job searching only when you need a job. Be passively open, always visible, so the next great opportunity can find you. So that's where we'll leave it. This massive change, it's not coming, it's here. But this is not a story about people becoming obsolete. It's a story about adapting. The question isn't if AI is going to reshape the world of work, because it is. The real question is, how are you going to reshape your career in response?
Thank you for watching Jobs Are Gone with AI. See you in the next episode.